You have to change what you're thinking. Yes, I came down with this illness, but Father, I want to thank you that you're restoring health back into me, that I will live and not die, that my best days are still in front of me. Well, yes, these people at work are not treating me right, but I'm not a victim. I know I'm a victor. God, you're my vindicator. You said you would always cause me to triumph. Happy thoughts are, God, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm excited about my future. I believe you're taking me from glory to glory, that I haven't seen or imagined the great things you have in store. When you think happy thoughts, it not only lifts your spirit, but that attitude of faith is what allows God to do amazing things.
You have no idea how many boxes you have stored up in heaven with your name on it, because you lost faith.
Part one to have an extraordinary life is mastering the skill of the science of achievement. How do I take what I envision and make it real? And how do I do that quicker, faster, better, easier? The ability to manifest what you come up with and make it real, like you've done with your company,
yes,
that's a skill set.
There's nothing wrong with believing in what you do, but there has to be a sense of humility, of being humble, and paying attention to everything around you.
I always ask that. And then make me humble myself and remember what I asked for and get back in faith. All you gotta do is stay in faith. You have to believe. You can't run 50K without some faith. 15, 20, 26. It's too many moments you can give up. You have to stay there. You ain't gonna become Mr. Universe. It's not happening, man. You're not getting no TV show. You're not gonna become the head of the company.
So that you won't miss some of the important things that are helpful to your life and to your success. The kids need a game plan. Mom needs a game plan. Dad needs a game plan. You need a business game plan. You need a game plan for your office. If you're in business, a game plan for your business. A detailed plan for the use of your work time. In the leadership seminar, we talk about how to put together this detailed plan for the day and for the week and for the month. How to stretch out a plan for 6 months and for a year. In doing business around the world, we found that you have to detail the plans in great detail. Otherwise, sure enough, you're going to miss something. So that's the third fundamental for success. And I can promise you that a detailed plan for the use of your work time will put you in the top 5%. Because most people don't have it.
You're not going to get the supervisor position. You're not going to own the sugarcane farm. You ain't going to own it, dog. You can be one of the workers there, but you're not finna be that dude that do the hiring. You're not finna be that dude if you don't stay in faith and come to work. See, I lost a lot, but I lost my fear of failure. Michael Jordan in his life has taken 946 game-winning shots. Michael Jordan ain't made but 123 of them. But they don't write about the losses. They write about all of them that went in. His last game against Utah, and he hit that jump. That's all you see. He didn't do that but 123 times. He missed 800 sometimes. But he wasn't afraid to take game-winning shot. You just gotta lose your fear of failure. Failing is part of the process.
Now here's the fourth fundamental for success. Number 4 is a consistent plan for the gathering of knowledge. Most people get ideas just spasmodically, or when someone happens to come by, or they just happen to hear someone, or they happen to read a book that might have some idea that could help to benefit their life. What I'm saying is we all need a consistent plan for the gathering of knowledge. A consistent plan for going to the library. A consistent plan for attending the lectures, attending the seminars. When you listen to a sermon, make sure you've got your journal to take notes. Wherever you go, gather knowledge, but gather it on purpose. Do it constantly, do it daily, and do it consistently. We need a consistent plan for reading books.
I spend an unbelievable amount of time helping people do it faster, quicker, better, showing them the shortcuts, teaching them the strategies, modeling what works, so you can save yourself a decade. But I would submit to you that having done this for 38 years with, 50 million people at this stage, I can tell you that the science of achievement, there are a lot of people that are damn good at that, and they still live an extraordinary life. They have an extraordinary life. You see it as extraordinary, but I get the phone call from the multi-billionaire who tells me he wants to do this thing on his business, but what he really find out is he's miserable as hell, and he's hoping somehow I'm going to rub off on him on that side too.
Phil taught me the simplest little things, like tip. He taught me what the word tip meant. I didn't know. I'm from a little farm community. What did I know about tip? He said tip, the word T-I-P, tip, comes from a little phrase called to ensure promptness. And the more I thought about that, then I understood what he meant. If a tip is to ensure promptness, when should you give it? Answer, up front. You don't wait to see whether or not you've gotten good service to decide to tip. You ensure good service. Mr. Shelf said to me, sophisticated people make sure they get good service. It's just one of the little things to learn called lifestyle. How to enjoy your family, how to enjoy your money, how to enjoy your time and your substance, how to enjoy your own thoughts, figuring ways to anticipate your family's needs, to do it with joy instead of animosity, to get great delight in the substance you now have. Most people say if I had more money, I'd be happier. But happiness is something you have to work on besides money, because the money won't make you happy.
You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. Sometimes you got to learn to listen before you can speak. Pay attention to those that are around you. Sometimes your greatest education is just paying attention to people. What they say, what they do, how they live their lives. This information can be great to you.
And so I give him what he asked for, the change in his business, but I also give him what he needs, which is the change inside of him. So the second skill is the art of fulfillment. If you want an extraordinary life, you can't just achieve, you gotta be fulfilled. As simplistic as that sounds, but it's an art. It's not a science. It's a science to making money, come on. Any age, any color, any background, any gender, if you do these things, you'll have an abundance of money. You do these things, you're gonna have too much month at the end of the money. You're gonna have financial stress, right? Body. Everyone's biochemically different, but you and I both know there's fundamental rules, laws. There's a science in the body. You violate that science, you're going to have disease, you're going to have low energy. You align with that, you're going to have an abundance of energy. It's going to affect everything in your life. It's a science. Fulfillment's not like that. Fulfillment is as different as our human beings. You want to know God or the universe likes? Look at the jungle, look at the forest. It's diverse, right? So most people think, well, I want to get that to be modeling somebody else, and that might work on how to achieve something, and it'll never work for what will fulfill you. How many people you know, like you, got what you thought you wanted, and you weren't fulfilled?
It can educate you. There are many people that are competing for the right to be right. But sometimes you will be wrong. You really don't understand everything that's going on around you. You don't necessarily have every answer to every question that is asked. But that's okay. Being humble will be your best friend. You will learn to learn from others. It is a good thing to be humble. It will develop you throughout your lifetime, because when it's all said and done, we are all students as well as teachers. Continue to stay driven with humility. Keep it moving. Be productive. Be powerful. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity party. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity parties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7 star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me, because I worked my ass off to get it. Nobody handed me nothing. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
You see, a lot of people need things to get motivated. I don't need anything but breath in my body and life. I want to be that person that's going to show up rain, sleet, or snow, and they're going to give you everything they got. I was working, so one day when the game of football stopped, my arm and my hand was paralyzed. My mindset wasn't. My arm and my hand got paralyzed. My drive wasn't. My commitment wasn't. I'm talking concrete commitment. I'm talking a commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left. Because character is not something we inherit. Character is something we gotta wake up every single day. We gotta fight and we gotta build. In the midst of adversity, in the midst of challenges, in the midst of successes, in the midst of failures, we gotta get up every single day. We gotta fight for peace. We gotta fight for happiness. We gotta fight for joy. What do you want out of this thing called life?
All excuses, guys. I wish you could pay me $1,000 today. I could tell you 70% is enough. I wish you could pay me $1,500. I wish you could pay me $1,500. And I could say to you, 80% is going to get it. I guarantee, give me a $1,500. I guarantee you that I magic wand you, and 80% will be equivalent to 100% for you. But it's not going to happen. So I need you to understand something. You can have it if you want it. But the bigger the dream, bigger the dream, bigger the dream, guys. Bigger the dream, bigger the dream, the harder the grind. And can I be honest with you guys? I'm grinding harder now than I've ever grinded before. Somebody said, E.T., somebody called me the other day, said, E.T., I don't know if you've been paying attention. They were right, I haven't. E.T., we've been going online, and if you go on YouTube and you put the best motivational video of all times, right now, E.T., that's your video. How do you feel? E.T., I don't know if you did it, but I did it. The top motivational speakers in the world. And in some categories, E.T., you're there. You're like number 10, you're number 5, E.T. How do you feel, E.T.? I said, I'll be honest with you. It was easier when I wasn't on the list. It was easier because I wasn't focusing. We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. Shoot, when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million in your company. You're not the only one that wants to be the president. You're not the only one that wants to be the CEO. What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. I changed, and I stopped being a victim. I stopped saying, I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said, I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press forward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You gotta execute, and you gotta go from 7 to 100.
I woke up one day and stopped playing the blame game. I woke up one day and looked at the man in the mirror and was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Wake up. It's showtime. Let's go. And what I need you to do for me is, why are you here? And then take ownership of why you here.
So you control you.
This world ain't gonna give you what you deserve. This world will give you what you work for. I put that work in every single day. And when you wake up every single day and you put that work in, and yes, for some of us, it might be harder than others. Man, whatever. We do what it is we gotta do. Especially when we desperate. This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If you want to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want to have it, rise and grind.
Hey there champions, welcome back to another dose of motivation that's going to light a fire under your dreams. Today we are talking about something that has the power to transform your life. If you let it, no more excuse. Listen up, because I am about to drop some truth bombs that will shatter those excuses holding you back. It's time to break free from the chains of I cannot, I am too busy, or it's not the right time. Success doesn't come to those who make excuses. Success comes to those who make moves. So let's kick those excuses to the curb and embrace the mindset of a true champion. Excuses are just lies wrapped up in reason. They are the roadblocks standing between you and your goals. The most you decide to eliminate excuse, you declare war on mediocrity and pave the way for greatness. Let's address some of these excuses head on. I don't have enough time. Well, let me tell you, time is a precious resource, but it's also about priorities. If it matters, you will find the time. I am not good enough. Enough with the self-doubt. Every expert was once a beginner. It's not about where you start. It's about the effort you put in and the progress you make. And what about it's too hard? Remember, every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. It's the changes that make the victory sweet. Embrace the struggles because that's where growth happens. Today is the day you stop making excuses and start making story. You have the power to rewrite your story. Your dreams are written for you, and they don't come true by themselves. It's time to take control of your destiny. So my fellow warriors, let's commit to a life with no more excuse. Break free from the chains, embrace the challenges, and let your destination be the driving force behind your success. Remember, the only limit that exists the one you place on yourself. Now go out there and make it happen.